About 2 days ago on the channel, I went over a company named American Battery Metals Corp, ticker symbol ABML. Now, of course, this one was highly requested in my comment section, so I had to make a video about it just to make sure that I was giving you guys the content that you wanted to see. Now, in that video, I did do a full analysis and breakdown of the company. I went over some of their financials, I went over some future outlooks, I went over some risks, some catalysts, and all of that. But one thing that I did leave out and that I wanted to get back to once we had a little bit more information was going to be their management team. Now, we did get news this morning that they did appoint a CFO. So we're going to go over that, and we're going to go over in a little bit of a dive just to see what exactly this company has going on whenever it comes to management, because of course, again, that was something that we were lacking a little bit in information. I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. I do have some great news for you guys who have been around on the channel for a while, especially today marks the day that we did get monetized. I'm sure you did see the advertisement before this video played. So I did just want to take a second to say thank you to every single one of you who comes by, you watch my videos, you leave me support, you subscribe. You have genuinely made my life better. You have changed my life completely. And the fact that we are now able to do this, you know, maybe receive some income from it, and who knows, maybe replace my job with this thing one day so I can keep bringing you guys the content that you want to see. For that, I am forever grateful. So thank you to every single one of you who comes by, stops by, says hello. I really do appreciate it. With that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump straight into this video. If you do enjoy this content and if you find it valuable or entertaining, you can let me know by smashing that like button. If you are new to the channel, we are coming up on 2,000 subscribers pretty fast here, so hopefully we will reach that. Who knows, maybe by the middle of next week, the end of this week, who knows. It's been a crazy ride. I'm loving every moment of it, and I'm happy to have anyone on the channel. And if you do have any suggestions for videos that you would like to see, any feedback, criticisms, you know, anything that you would like to, you know, for me to point out or maybe make a video about, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I always try to reply there, but I will read every single one of your comments. With all that being said though, let's go ahead, let's take a look at this company. Let's see what all is going on with the management of American Battery Metals Corp, ticker symbol ABML. So here we are on Market Screener, and as we can see here, on January 4th, 2021, the board of directors of American Battery Metals Corp, the company, appointed David Corsout as chief financial officer of the company. In connection with the CFO appointment, the company entered into an employment agreement with Mr. Corsout dated on December 29, 2020. The term of the CFO agreement is 3 years. Pursuant to the CFO agreement, Mr. Corsout is entitled to receive an annual salary of $300,000. Mr. Corsout shall be entitled to receive for bonus cash and equity compensation upon the achievement of certain milestones as set forth in the CFO agreement. Now, the CFO agreement is attached as Exhibit 10.1 to this current report and is incorporated herein by this reference. So what exactly has Mr. Corsout done? What's some information about him, and what do we think he can bring to the table? Well, Mr. Corsout is age 65, has more than 35 years experience as a founder, leader, senior executive, advisor, trustee, and financier of businesses in the United States, Europe, Latin America, and Asia. Mr. Corsout has managed more than 100 successful mergers and acquisitions. Now, one thing I will say whenever it comes to that is that I don't think people realize how hard it is for a merger to actually be successful. There was actually a report, if I do remember correctly, that said up to 75 to 80% of mergers and SPAC acquisitions do fail. And so the fact that he has managed over 100 of them definitely shows that this man has loads of experience. Now, let's run through a couple of these different businesses that he has been a part of. Of course, I'm not going to run through every single one because I would probably have you here for about 3 hours, considering I can barely read sometimes. So let's go ahead and let's just jump into a couple of them. So Mr. Corsout was the co-founder of Exodus Capital Partners, LLC ECP, which was based out in St. Louis. They were a business consulting firm that receives 95% of its engagements through its extensive referral network. Now, Mr. Corsout was also the CEO of Distribution Services Limited, a $400 million international logistics and supply chain concern. He was also a founder and COO of a global software services company where his responsibilities included securing equity capital from VC funds for the expansion of the company. Now, there was one that I specifically was looking at right here that I thought actually could play a bit of an effect in what is going on right now with ABML. It says that Mr. Corsout was the lead financier and director of a Colorado-based real estate development and residential home builder, Pride Mark Homes. PMH grew from annual sales of $15 million to annual sales of over $100 million in 1998. Mr. Corsout earned a Bachelor of Science degree from Western Michigan University and has completed graduate work in accounting, finance, and management both in the US and Europe. Now, the reason that I did specifically point that one out is as we do know that with ABML, they are currently working on getting one of their big facilities up in Nevada right now. And I do believe that with the experience now, of course, it is a little bit different whenever he was talking about like working for residential, like the residential home builder aspect of the business. But whenever he has worked for a real estate for that long and has been a company that was successful, I'm sure he has a good understanding of the grounds and the concepts that are evolved with making sure that whenever you're purchasing real estate, building up on real estate, getting all the different licenses and making sure that everything just goes smoothly. It does seem like he will have some very, very solid experience in that field. So hopefully that does maybe help speed up this process. We can see that facility go up soon, because if we do remember, that facility could be projected to go through 20,000 tons of material every single year. This is exactly what we like to see from a company at this level though, because of course they're starting to get a little bit of success. They're starting to grow in popularity. They're getting this facility built and they're hitting some very nice milestones. Well, what we can see happen sometimes whenever a company does reach that spot and reach that aspect where they're just like, okay, we're finally making it, is that we'll see them start to slow down a little bit. Their foot's not on the gas. They're not really hustling as much. We can see them start to get a little bit complacent, and that is not what this company is doing at all. What they're doing is like, okay, they're the exact opposite, really. They're saying, okay, our facility is almost built. People are learning about us. Our market and our industry that we're targeting is growing every single day exponentially. We need to keep the foot on the gas. We need to go harder. We need to go faster. And we need to make sure that we are perfectly set up and that our actions and, everything that we are doing right now sets us up perfectly for whenever the industry needs us, because we are introducing ourselves to an industry that needs some help. And so what they're doing is they're spending $300,000 a year to bring on someone like this, this man who is going to be able to take this company to a whole nother level, hopefully. And so we will be able to see what exactly effect he's going to have on this company. And maybe, hopefully, we can see what exactly happens with the whole facility being built now that he is on the team. Now, he is just a CFO. He's the chief financial officer. So it's not like we're going to see him start to take over every single aspect of this business. But whenever it does come into effect, whenever he's going to be helping with the, balancing out the funding and making sure that this entire project does go smoothly, I do think that he is going to have loads of experience that can definitely expedite this process. Now, as we can see, if we do go ahead and pull up, that they are currently sitting at about $1.16. They're having a fantastic day at the moment. A little bit of volatility. We're seeing a couple sell-offs occasionally, but it does seem like this general uptrend is starting to continue. Now, it may be slowing down a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see it slow down over the course of the day, maybe even dip a little bit more. We'll just have to see. It seems like this penny stock is one that does just make random moves occasionally. But if we do go ahead and we take a look at the 5 days, it does seem like they're starting to get out of this negative momentum that we saw previously. If we do go ahead and we take a look right here, we have seen an increase of about 58% since January 5th to now. And so I would say that it seems like that downtrend that we saw earlier this week may be starting to slow down, and this might be a good time for me personally, not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling anyone, but me personally to get in. I think I was looking for a little bit of a way, a perfect time to get in, and it seems like right now, as it started to somewhat trough out, and we may be able to see this momentum start to continue back upwards, that it might be a good time to get in, maybe start a little bit of a position in this company. I really do have a lot of faith in them, and I do think that over time, they're going to prove that the industry they're targeting really can use their help. And so with that being said, I do believe that this may be the time that I get in. I will definitely update you guys. I'll probably post a picture of my holdings in my community chat, so definitely go check that out. It's going to be just like a discussion post on my channel. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see how this does go. Obviously, we did see this company hit about $1.55 on December 28th. So maybe if we could recover that, those gains would be absolutely phenomenal. But at the end of the day, it is a penny stock. There are risks that are associated, and we do have to make sure that we are not just buying anything at any time. If you guys did enjoy that update video, it seems like this company is really starting to do fantastic things, and I'm super duper excited to see how the future does go. I will continue to keep you guys updated. Of course, I love bringing you guys content. This should be video number 3 or 2 or 4 or 5, I don't know, of the day. So we're just going to keep it going. We're going to keep on uploading, and I'm going to keep showing you guys the things that you would like to see. Again, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Again, thank you so much to every one of you who made it possible for my channel to get monetized. This is only going to motivate me. It's only going to make me work harder, and you guys are going to be seeing a whole lot more of Tyler Hill. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.